All right, and as always, thanks for tuning in to the Daily Bread Culture. It's of course me, myself, Adolphus Savage, and I'm kicking it with my homeboy Ron. Go and introduce yourself.
Man, it's just a young man just trying to have a little something out here, man. Holla at me.
Yeah, yeah, just trying to go on ahead and make a little living on the side and turn this
Yep.
thing inside out. So we're gonna go on ahead and kick it off with chapter 7. Of course, thanks for everybody tuning in. I wanted to do a special topic today. There's been a lot of controversies going on, but right now we're going to talk about this Walmart incident that happened on Walmart.com, where it's a Ugazi natural full cap weaving, uh, net weaving cap wig. So it's one of the caps for the ladies' wigs that they put over the cornrows or however you got your hair plaited or whatever. And it says size M for medium, and the color is nigger brown. That's Nigger brown.
Not Negro.
No, not Neglito,
No. Not
not
nigga.
Nintendo. Yeah, not nigga.
Not ninja.
Nope,
Damn.
nigger.
Mm-mm-mm.
My thoughts on this, real quick, is this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. Now, I do know that we did hear Walmart quickly change that information. Of course, we're in a microwave society, so it wasn't before the screenshots came a calling, and now Walmart's going to be embarrassed as usual. What they should do is sue Walmart for even having that shit on there. Maybe make them hire some more cashiers. So I was in that motherfucker earlier, and it was clearly 3 cash registers open at 8 o'clock at night.
Mm.
It was shit out the yin yang. Everybody had a bunch of stuff. I only had one item. I actually had to walk around to the electronics, and I was able to wait behind 2 people and get checked out. But enough of that. Yeah, man, this is appalling that in 2017 we really aren't proofreading before we post up on whatever. If you're Walmart, whomever has done that, I normally don't like to call for folks' jobs, but that is such a terrible mistake. They damn near need to be publicly beheaded for that shit. Like Walmart needs to come out, apologize, donate to the United Negro College Fund, and publicly fire that person. Like, just
I
hey, we
mean,
got rid of that.
was that a mistake though? I don't think nigger is just on your mind. Like, I'm a black man, and the word nigger is never just like at the tip of my fingertips typing anything or nothing. Like, I was nigger the first thing on your mind. The way you just mistakenly type that shit.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's no excuse for it, man. Like I said, how do you
Uh,
make that mistake? I mean, I would think before they publish anything on their website, they have some sort of spell check technology. They should have like a system of checks and balances or something. Like, how the hell do you make this mistake of putting nigger brown? And then the thing that's so funny, I can see if you just slipped and put nigger, nigger yellow, nigger blue, nigger whatever, but you had to put nigger with brown.
and then it had to been dealing with what is that, a weave cap?
Yeah, we've
Like,
kept that shit was purposely done.
yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. Like, how miraculous it had to be something dealing with like um weaving and shit like that. Like, and then the color on top of that, weaving also a color. And so,
mhm.
come on, man. I tell you what, Walmart, y'all can't get out of the dark on this one that easy. Y'all gonna have to buy 1,000 copies of David Banner's God box. Y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers gonna have to goddamn buy 2,000 pair of Lonzo Balls, 495 sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
y'all got to put $100 million in a black owned bank. Then I feel like y'all motherfuckers gonna have to hire all your black employees make $20 an hour every Walmart location, and then I might let you slide. How about
I don't think that it's a way that you could truly let them slide, though, bruh.
Yeah, there ain't no way of letting it slide. We still gonna fuck with them. We stealing everything out of Walmart now.
Hey,
Everybody here, we ain't paying for nothing out of Walmart. Everything's free.
hey, Walmart might as well pay us back for reparations at this point for that.
Make sure you have on your nigger caps when you go in there, though.
Yeah, let them know why you're there. But you know what the funny thing is, man? We could actually sit down and really go forward with boycotting them for this.
I
But
mean, my mind's made up. I'm done with it.
I mean, for me, man, Walmart be so hard to beat on some stuff, man. I mean, I'll do it, but the thing is, one or two people boycotting ain't gonna make a difference. It's time for everybody to step up. You know, everybody should be looking at Walmart and saying, "Okay, look, I know I'm gonna spend extra money, but y'all ain't getting away with this. Let's move our money to Target. You know, let's move. Let's find us." I saw on my Facebook somebody was asking, was there any black-owned grocery stores in Jacksonville? And I wasn't too sure of how to ask it because I just didn't know. But if it is, it's up to us to find those and support those instead of supporting Walmart.
Well, the closest thing I think we have now, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I was told Fresh Farm Fields is actually Haitian owned. So that could be a location we could use to buy your meats, your eggs, your fruits and vegetables. They said that Fresh Farm Fields or Fresh Field Farms or however it goes, that is a actual store that's owned by I think Haitian and Cuban immigrants or something like that. I'm not even sure if it's immigrants, but you know, Haitian and Cuban citizens of the United States. Excuse me if I said that improperly. That was not intentional. I wasn't on my Walmart soapbox type of thing. But shout out to Freshfield Farms. If that's true, you're gonna be getting more of my business. I'll be coming across town just to shop with
Because honestly, man, that's what we kind of gotta do nowadays for the people to really start respecting us. Is, you know, and I know it was a big fuss about this last year on social medias, buy black, bank black, different things like that. And of course, since then, it's kind of just fallen by the wayside.
you.
But
Yeah.
truth be told, man, we can't ever let that stuff fall by the wayside. We have to consciously make an effort to support our own at this rate, because it's no way we can sit here and Walmart drop a bomb like that and they don't pay the cost. Like I said, for me, I know you named out a couple of things, and that's cool. To me, I need to see y'all invest in the Black Bank. I need y'all to invest in the United Negro College Fund, or you know, maybe black kids in Arkansas or whatever, y'all help put them in school. Something to show us, hey, we're not just going to publicly say we're sorry. We're going to put our money where our mouth is, because we know you guys are a big customer of ours. Because you know what, honestly, black people and Spanish people shop at Walmart. White people then already began the process of dropping Walmart. Like, I know a lot of white
they already
people,
been working on that Amazon shit.
Yeah, they on Amazon, but they've been on Target for years. Like,
yeah,
niggas don't necessarily fuck with Walmart like that anyway. We do. And I mean, honestly, Walmart's just for goddamn ridiculous, bro. Like I said earlier today, I went in there. I had one item in my hand. It's 3 registers open at 8 o'clock. Like, come on.
man.
You know you should do better than that.
They can do a lot better than that. I call it 2 lane. Every time I come to Walmart, it's only 2 lanes open. And it's like a store full of damn people. You come in there, it's like you got 25 cash registers. You only got 2 of them open, but you got a gang of people like around the store. You can visibly see these motherfuckers. Like half of them look like they sipping sodas and chilling off on the side. I can't get mad at them though, because I'm the king of wanting to get over on a corporation. Because fuck them, they don't pay you enough. Nah. And they trying to get over on us, so we supposed to get over on them for sure. Everybody who work a job, they trying to get over. But you know what? 2 lanes is that's not good enough.
Nah, it ain't never been good enough. And they get away with that extra cheap labor. And this is $1 billion industry that they're in. They're the biggest. They're the biggest company in what they do, and they get away with lowballing people. I mean, I remember when I used to work at Walmart. Man, like I thought when I was getting the job, like everybody was, oh yeah, man, you got a good job, man. You work at Walmart. At the time, minimum wage was like $5.15, and I think I got $6.35.
Mm.
So just $1.20 over minimum wage. And I was like, wow. And I mean, I was working in the hot ass sun. And then they screwed me over so nasty because now they wanted me to continue to work, I think 7 to 3:30 and just go to school at night. And I was like, no, I'm down here for school. School's more important. So I declined to become a full-time worker there after a while. And they marked me down as not eligible to rehire because I declined.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, I could see if I just no called, no showed, or walked out. I mean, I worked my term. When it came time to get a raise and get another, get in there or change departments, I just decided that it wasn't for me. And yeah, they marked me as not eligible to rehire. Like I noticed that like years later, I tried to come back, couldn't get a job there. I was like, wow. But
Well,
I
you know
mean,
what?
yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes when things like that happen, it's always something bigger down the road. But you know what? When it come down to what's going on in Walmart currently, like the low wages and the nigger caps, I'm kind of lining up to see their funeral. Really, I mean, every dog has a day. Is what they say. You remember how Kmart used to be a giant when we was a kid? Look at them
Right.
now. You remember Pick and Save? I don't know if you remember Pick and Save.
I'm picking say I ain't seen one in God knows how long.
Yep, you remember Montgomery Wars and all
I
these
remember
other
hearing
stores.
about that. Yeah.
So now you got places like your Amazons and all this stuff that's doing all these creative things. Now I know Walmart's not dumb. Of course they're gonna hop on the bandwagon, but Walmart is already positioning themselves to downsize. I mean, they already doing the little Walmart, little small stores. I don't know, I forgot the correct
Yeah, the
name for it.
neighborhood Walmarts.
The neighborhood Walmart. And I know they're trying to position themselves to downsize eventually, but I don't think Walmart gonna always be the giant that it is today. Um,
Nah, you taking some hits. You are taking some hits. If you
Nipsey Hussle
Walmart.
said it best. A lot of these big giant companies gonna crumble, and I mean I think this is one of them. Along with like some of the other things that we might always, grown to love. I think they're gonna probably fall right along with it. So I mean, it might not be a quick process, but probably maybe over the next 20 years or so, Walmart might not be what it is no more.
Nah, and that's because things are changing, and that's why, truth be told, at this time, with this is going on, it's time to organize a boycott. If you black, if you're brown, or whatever, even if you're just at Walmart and you're white and you're not making enough money, band together. And boycott Walmart. I mean,
But
I
you know what?
remember. Oh, go ahead.
But you know what? Banding together is the best thing you said. But that's the part. Brown people, white people, Asian people, purple people, blue people, whatever people you are, you should be outraged over this for us too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't look at it like, well, it's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? If everybody really, if we really won, if they say we all one people, we all people, all lives matter, and all that shit, I want to see everybody step up to the plate and ride for us. That's some bullshit.
Oh man, they ain't gonna never step up to the plate. I mean, that's something that I've already gotten out of my mind. And that even goes for our own kind. Like people never truly care until it directly affects them, until it hits close to home. So they
Right.
won't band together. They won't stick together. I remember I used to work at a fast food joint, and I always used to think, just whenever I worked anywhere, that some of the ideas that I could take home would be so innovative. And one of my ideas that I had preached to a group of people, we were all getting underpaid. We knew another store was new and building, and they were going to get a mandatory, like they were going to make more than we were. And so I told the people there, hey, we should all just walk out one day together and go on strike. They can't fire us all. Nobody was down to do that.
I
If
bet find somebody else probably went and told to a rat bastard. Somebody probably read it.
probably did, but I mean, for this, if you black at Walmart, it's so many black people that I see, and I understand I live in the South and have lived in the South, but it's always been so many black people within Walmart. If y'all yourselves said, hey, you know what? Sorry ain't enough. We're boycotting too. If
Mm-hmm.
you could do that, then we can have a real conversation about the things that y'all need to do for the communities, for the Negro community, Walmart. But the thing is, people are so afraid of change, man. It's like I've been going through some things personally here that has taught me, and this is a pretty cliche or just easy thing to live by, but you will never be rich working for somebody else. Now, I
Nope.
mean, I know there's odds, you play the lottery or whatever, because I know that's what people will normally say. But as long as you're working for somebody else, you'll always be working for somebody else. So
Nope.
if y'all can hear me out there, Walmart employees, Walmart shopping people of color, boycott Walmart. Go to Amazon. Go to Publix has the pickup now. They can handle your groceries. You got for your electronics, you have a Best Buy. You have different other stores. You also have
Got Blue
Amazon that's
Apron.
online. You do have Blue Apron for food as well. You can survive without Walmart. Truth be told, their prices, I mean, they are still really low on a lot of things, but what's saving a few dollars compared to my dignity, you know?
Right. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and be Ron Stradamus real quick. I can already tell you what social media is gonna be like once everybody finally catch up on what's going on. They're gonna be like, oh, they said nigga. All right, but I'm still finna shop there though. I don't know why y'all tripping. I don't know why y'all acting like it's a big deal. Cause shit, you still gonna get your groceries there. I'm going to get my matter of fact, I'm in there now. And
We
so
say
that's
nigga
kind
all
of
the time.
we say nigga all the time. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Why y'all tripping because somebody said nigga? You know, but that's just me just go ahead and putting it out there. That's what you're gonna see.
Yeah, that's what you
Um,
can expect.
and it's unfortunate, man. Like, at what point do you just say fuck it? Like, I don't agree with what Chick-fil-A be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with how they roll, and so I don't support Chick-fil-A. When I said I was done with Chick-fil-A, goddamn it, I stopped going. Like, you know what I'm saying? I treated them the same way I treated Tommy Hilfiger. I don't buy no Tommy Hilfiger. I don't buy
Nah,
no Chick-fil-A. I don't buy Under Armour. I don't buy New Balances. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if somebody else say some shit or do something that I don't like, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut their ass off. And it's not
that's
that
true.
damn hard.
It's really not. I mean, there's all sorts of alternatives to the things that you just added. And I mean, the thing is, sometimes, hey, it may not be convenient. Honestly, I found a few places that serve better chicken than Chick-fil-A anyway. I've never been
Yep.
a New Balance nigga, regardless. Under
Me neither.
Armour, I mean, I had a couple of the little wet resistant, whatever, winter resistant stuff in the past, but I don't necessarily need to wear them and I won't buy anything new from them. Um,
Right.
Once again, it's easy because you have alternatives. Walmart is not the huge conglomerate that it used to be. At this point, there is Amazon. Amazon, I mean, they're putting together some things that is going to rival Walmart regardless. Publix, if you're in the South and you have a Publix rivals Walmart anyway, and they have way better product.
And let's be honest. Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, like what Walmart was cornering, the dollar store has really kind of opened that door. If you notice, it's more dollar stores popping up on corners now.
They have
And dollar
Family Dollar
stores,
everywhere.
right? And then these Family Dollars, they got the same Walmart mentality, but they're not huge. They're smaller stores, and they got down there some of everything that you can possibly need to get you by if you're a person that ain't got a budget. Now they don't got meat. inside the Family Dollar. But again, it's cheaper stores out there that got that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you don't have to go to Walmart, and you can find a more convenient option. You can find a more convenient option instead of just saying, okay, I got to go to Walmart. Goddamn, Walmart got everything I need, and ain't nobody else can do it. Walmart worked very well in the recession for some folks, but nowadays, Family Dollar and all these other places is just as good, and you can get quality products from there real easy.
Yeah, you sure can. You can get quality products without selling your soul. And you know what? I'm
Right.
going to take, and I mean, we can say that this is a challenge, but it really ain't. I'm going to actually look forward and see if I could boycott Walmart at this point. I mean, we have a
Right.
store called Aldi that's cheaper than Walmart. The only difference is
Yep.
Walmart is really convenient for me. There's a super Walmart right across the street, and it is a neighborhood Walmart down the street before I can even get to another store other than Aldi. But we do have food lines. We have two that are right there. We have Publix, we have Harris Teeter. And the thing that gets me is all these people don't go online and sell nigger caps. So they can get my
Exactly.
nigger dollars.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that we got to change. Like, you can't sit here and continually slap us in the face and mock us. And it's almost to a point where, honestly, I think they're testing us in a way.
Yeah.
Like, they
You got to
testing, like,
hold
hey,
their feet to the fire, man.
yeah, like, what, let's see what we can get away with. Because nigger hats, nigger brown.
Nigger brown. And that's the thing. Like I said, the correlation. You got weave, the color, and then the fact that they ain't just spelled nigger with one G on the accident, or it's spelled correctly,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with a weave cap, which I guess in their mind that's only what we wear, or only our women wear. So that's offensive as fuck. Then the color. I guess that color is a nigger color. So I guess when they see the color brown, that's a nigger color. Hmm? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. But
It
these are
ain't.
for
It ain't. It
nigger.
wasn't an accident. And I don't see if they spelled it Niger. No, they put two G's Nigger. Like,
Yeah, because if they would have put the one G, it probably would have been slept under the rug because there's a country name that. But yeah, they put two G's. Nigger hyphen brown, size medium.
right, right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't make all these excuses for them no more, people. Like, stand up. Like, if you say you're a big boy or a big girl and you don't nobody influence your decisions, well, goddamn, it's time to show it.
It is,
Like, I
man. It's
mean,
time to stand up. Take, go on, deliver one to the chin of Walmart. Like I said, I want to see Walmart. Y'all owe us one for this, man, because you ain't finna just piss by. And honestly, that's the way that we need to treat our dollars. It's like, hey, you know
right,
what? This is important, man. I always, it comes through my mind of different ways where we can band together and really take over something. Like, I look
show,
at,
show each other that we love each other. You know what I'm saying? Even though we fight and fuss, we seem dysfunctional, but every family does. But goddamn it, at what point do we show our unity?
yeah, and now what I'm talking about is even bigger than that. I'm talking about, like what Rick Ross said. When are we gonna get together and buy back the block?
Yeah,
I remember when I first got here to Charlotte, I was talking to a few fellas, and I was looking at a convenience store in a black neighborhood, and it was just 40 racks. And I was like, damn, get maybe four of my homeboys, pitch in, five a piece, get the rest financed, and we can start getting rid of these other people from in our neighborhood. And as long as we do right by our people, hey man, now we do have a black gas station, and maybe we could roll that to a grocery store in the hood, and just
mm-hmm.
different stuff like that. And not even just in the hood, but like where I come from in Meridian, Mississippi, there are some prestigious black neighborhoods. And a lot of other places I've been, I don't see these things. Like, one of the places that I would frequent is called Royal Oaks. For the longest of time, up until about 2 years ago, it was all black. It was nice houses, all black, working class people, and they made sure the area was really good to where they were. When developers tried to put low income apartments or projects next to them, HUD places, no sir, we don't want this in our neighborhood. We don't want this in our neighborhood. And they really kept up the value. And it's like when I go to a lot of other places, you'll have a bunch of black people renting a home in an area and maybe a couple older people that own it. And then you have the Habibs that own the store, the Indians or the Asians that own the stores, the nail shops and stuff like that. Man, I went into an Asian supply store for hair the other day. Bruh, it had to be a good 6,000 square feet store. All kind of different types of weaves, hair stuff, all that specifically targeted towards black people. The place was packed, full of black people. But y'all can't buy little Keisha's bundles, and help Keisha get a storefront, or help Juanita get a storefront, or do something like that, or like I remember I had a conversation with my girl, and my girl, she likes to get the nails done. I don't mind it, hey, it is what it is. You take your $40, I give you $40, whatever. There was a black woman, she guaranteed her nails would last 8 weeks. Her price was $75. Them Asian people, their nails last 2 weeks.
Week and a half, 2 weeks.
Week and a half, 2 weeks. You need a fill-in. They're going to mess up on you. They're going to tear up. And I was trying to get her, and I understand the $80 or the $75 or $70 is a bit much to drop at one time. But if you're able to keep them for 8 weeks and you're spending that black dollar, do that instead of giving these Asian people who now we have seen on video, they don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
I've seen an
article about that before. They said that about how they don't just like the black man, but what it is, they want to make sure they take care of their people and that they people straight. They said that our problem is we trying to live in everybody else's community and thrive in everybody else's community instead of trying to focus on our own community.
Yeah, that's something that I seen a lot of when I was, of course, living where you're at. I would see that all the time, man. I would constantly see, it's almost like a cycle. Black people would move from the north side before they built that up to try to get to the west side and Orange Park and Mandarin. The white people would move from there to Julington. Then the black people moved to Oakleaf when the white people moved to Oakleaf. And the white people moved out of Argyle and Oakleaf, went to Julington. The black people are now trying to move to Julington, trying to move to Mandarin. Bartram. The white people are steady trying to move around. And eventually what happens is the white people are going to end up what they try to do in Springfield, buy all them nice houses for the low, renovate them and resell them to more black people that are continuing to try to chase the white people instead of taking that new money that you got, that new credit, and building up the neighborhood you're from. Instead, we're willing to continue to drop money, to move around and keep up with the white people. And that's just how it's always been. Like, I mean, you do have some black people that will hang in there and hang tight, and they ain't gonna lead a block, they ain't gonna lead a neighborhood, and that's good. But for the majority of people, every time I get new money, I'm moving up.
And honestly, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have some nice shit, live in a nice neighborhood. We deserve to live in a nice neighborhood. But to me, the unfortunate part is whenever we get together and we start living in these neighborhoods, unfortunately, when we realize another black person up the street, you turn the nose up at them like, oh shit, what they doing here? They probably ghetto. Oh man, they probably this. You know what I'm saying? You're already judging them. You already kind of give, got you got your defenses up on them instead of welcoming them and be like, hey, I'm happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, welcome them and just trying to be together and trying to do shit together, man, instead of just trying to look down on the motherfucker because you made it somewhere and you thought nobody else could. Um, but honestly, I really wish the day can come where we do own stuff and we can band together. I know some people get sick of hearing this, like, oh wow, y'all talking about, we're all Americans, we all this. Shut that shit up, man.
Mm.
Cause if we was all Americans, goddamn it, shit wouldn't be the way it really is with us, man. Like it's not our fault when we go outside, we can get shot by either one of our own, the cops, some scared old white man, and nobody gives a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't make these rules. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get out here and live. We trying to have shit too. And so when we talk about we want to own things, we want to have like stores and black hair stores, black this, black that. There's nothing wrong with it. Because you're not saying that shit. You don't go to Asian town and be like, well, y'all acting like y'all racist. Why is it so Asian in here? Why y'all don't do that shit?
Nah.
You're not going to go in Koreatown and say that. You're not going to go to Italy and say that. But if somebody black say we need to have a real black community, y'all mad as a motherfucker. Why? I don't understand it. Because we don't have it. Know why? It'll be a good thing when your cousin or somebody need a damn job. Maybe they won't get judged if somebody look like them is the fucking person that's hiring. You ever thought about it? But people don't think about these things. You know, they want to see the jolly white man. You know what I'm saying? The superhero complex. Y'all think that they're your hero. And your hero need to look like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, one thing I do admire about cities like Atlanta, Charlotte, I seen black people having things. Like, I don't see that often around here. And the shit ain't make me jealous. It made me excited. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, that's why, like, you know, how black people excited to see that Black Panther movie for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you ain't never seen that before as a kid. It's been a year. I've been alive almost 33 years. Never seen it before. And the same thing, I was 26 odd years old, and I ain't never seen a whole bunch of successful black people that did not play sports. You know
You're
what I'm
right
saying?
about that.
Big old ass houses. And I don't give a damn if some people in their mind, well, they probably were just flogging. You know what? Just the fact that I seen it just let me know it's possible. At the same time, me seeing that we had a black president. You know what that does for your mind? It lets you know that you can do it. You know
It really does, man. And you know what? I'm going to piggyback off what you're saying real quick because I actually was on Facebook earlier and I seen something that I had said that kind of relates into what we're going into. So it was from last year. I said the goal should be for black doctors, engineers, professors, business professionals, bankers, financial advisors, chefs, lawyers, historians, judges, politicians, police officers to no longer be the exception, but to be the norm. And that's one thing that I want people to take away is we need to start to be active in rebuilding the proverbial Black Wall Street. I remember I seen a movie, it was like a mobbish movie where one of the like top gangsters, he would feed the poor families and he would make the smart kids of the poor families his pupils. Why? Because it's like, nah, I forgot. Nah, it wasn't that. It was it's called The Departed. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a black man that did that. I was like, okay.
No, it was a white dude that did it. But I mean, we could still take the hoodlum approach as well. Or I'm sorry if I messed that up. But the thing is, we have to be in a position where we're able to buy back the block. We're able to go to our own kind to get help when we need help. Black lawyers, black doctors, black engineers. And we need to put that in our kids' head instead of saying, hey, I want you to be like Mike. You know, maybe I need you to be like Dr. Sean or you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And start to develop.
Veterinarian Jamaica, goddamn, like it's possible.
Yeah, instead we don't say that, and we kind of brush them off and just say, hey, where if you're a girl, you could be a nurse. If you're a dude, be a ball player or a rapper or whatever. And it's like it's coming a time where we are going to have to show that we can, and they know this. They know this. Like I remember I was reading the article and it said one of the top scientists for NASA is black. He doesn't get any publicity, but he's one of the top scientists in NASA, and he's black. And they'll use us and use the things that we think about and use our minds, but we'll never publicly get the credit for it because that's so powerful. If you, as a father with children, were able to communicate to your children, hey, this is a person that has the same skin color that came from the same place that you came from, and is now the top engineer, scientist for NASA, then maybe that'll start to let your children know, let your cousins know, let your nephews know, let your nieces know that, hey, you can do it too. Instead of saying, oh, well, be a ball player.
They don't want you to see that like the guy from NASA. Just like that Hidden Figures movie. I would have never known that shit ever happened.
No, I wouldn't either.
And that sign to the black girls, y'all, like they was kicking ass. Like that was something I never heard nothing about. That's black history right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't tell you about Madam C.J. Walker like that. You know what I'm saying? But how I went from Madam C.J. Walker to goddamn
Black China,
Asian dude, or goddamn an Arab man owning all the damn hair care products and all the stores.
You're right, like, and they because they know out of everybody in the economy, we spend that dollar. We spend our dollar. We don't reinvest our dollar in ourselves. We give our dollar to them. That's why you see the Habibs. In a lot of ghetto environments, they run all the convenience stores. They're going to get your EBT money. They're going to sell you illegal Lucy's, all kind of stuff and shit. You better watch out because you might end up like Alton Sterling.
And they'll say it's some spoiled food while they're in it.
Yeah, they sure will. You might end up Eric Garner around this bitch.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just sad. Like, I won't say sad, but it's just one of them things where I just wish everybody don't mind taking that chance. Y'all take chances on everything else. Y'all take chances with the lottery before you take your chances with a fellow black man that look just like yourself. That just want to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of sad.
Yep. So
not kind of sad. It is sad.
It is sad. So I gotta invite my black people to get out of your nigger caps and boycott Walmart. But look, I want to get it over to another issue because I know that we are on the time issue. I mean, we don't have no set curfew, but I want to keep it kind of short. So, we're speaking about black people, of course, with the album released, the Jay-Z 444, the story of OJ. OJ Simpson is up for parole. His hearing is July the 20th of 2017. If it goes through, he'll be out by October. My question is, go ahead.
First thing I gotta let you know, just to segue on into that a little bit more better. He's not black, he's OJ.
Yep.
Okay. Proceed, sir.
Okay. That nigga gonna be, they're saying, like I read an article on Bleacher Report, they're saying he's been on good behavior. It's a high probability he may get out, yada, yada, yada. My thing is, why are they making this a media spectacle by having it broadcast live, like the verdict? And to me, they strategically placed him in the position to get himself in trouble like this. They ain't gonna let your black ass out.
Yeah,
like they're not.
I think it's a conspiracy. I don't feel sorry for him. Let me put that on the record. But I'll say this. I feel like it's a big ass conspiracy. I think that they're doing this shit. All this is revenge for the death of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. I think she was 33 years old when she got killed. If I ain't mistaken. I could be wrong. Because he's supposed to be sentenced to 33 years in prison. Miraculously. Now I remember seeing when he got locked up for trying to get his memorabilia back, it was somebody that stole some shit from him, and he went to go rob the person, not rob him, but just basically get his shit back. So he got time trying to get his own shit back. So I mean, truthfully, come on, let's be real. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You going to jail for trying to get your own shit back. Stuff that you worked hard for, regardless of how people feel about what you've done, like was you really guilty or not? If the court said you was not guilty, then goddamn it, you supposed to be able to, in a country where they say guilty until proven innocent, he was proven innocent, so hey, you can't do nothing about it. That's what y'all said he was. Unfortunately, I feel like everything that's happening to him was all revenge for that lady's death. And so him getting all these years of prison time, they just trying to make sure he died in custody and not die a happy man living on the land freely. And so I feel like this is a conspiracy to its fullest. I remember I seen a clip where the judge said that they knew what was going on, that they had set all that shit up as far as him trying to get his memorabilia back. They had everything all set up because, you know, cameras in there with sound on it. And so basically, he was set up, you know what I'm saying, by trying to get his memorabilia back, and that's how they was able to put some time on him. And it's very sad that they went through that type of shit just to put that man behind bars, man. That's how cold this world we live in. It's sad, man. Super sad. It's the same people. You know what's crazy? The same people he put all his faith in, the same people that want to see him dead, want to see him locked away. It ain't people that look like him. It's the people that he admired the most, which is his Caucasian family. He didn't really give a fuck about black folks like that. You know what I'm saying? He only played the black card when he needed us. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of gets old when you got people who don't really give a fuck about black people until they're in some trouble. They in some shit, then they need that black shit. Now they need that black love. But what's crazy is the people that want to see you fucked up the most are the people who you was trying to emulate. And so now you got to kind of blame your goddamn self for trying to distance yourself from people who of color. Just had to throw that one out there.
I mean, that's a pretty accurate statement, honestly. I know that well, I did just look up Nicole Brown Simpson, or Nicole Brown, was 35 when she passed. And he has received parole on some charges dating back to 2013. So I mean, these, if he could get parole on the rest of these, that's what's going to be able to set him free in 2017.
But you know that they gave him as much time as somebody who murdered someone. You know, you murder somebody, you get what, about 25 years, 25 years?
Oh yeah, they did it on purpose because they had all the people that were with him. Everybody except him and one other person took a plea deal.
Right.
To set him up, you know, and to get him on all that time. That is a lot of time. And I mean, now, one thing about it, I know what the evidence speaks of, but at the end of the day, the man is not guilty of murder, so I'm not going to hold him accountable, whether he did it or not. That's none of my business. For this, I mean, I'm having a little trouble because that was 9 years ago when it happened.
Yeah, it was a minute ago.
It was a while ago, so I don't remember how it all went down, like whether they stole the memorabilia from him. I thought that they had just purchased it from an auction for the low, and he was coming to take it back. Like maybe they refused to sell it back. But it did seem odd the way that everything was set up. I do believe that the whole thing was set up to indict him on some charges like that because they wanted his head. And the thing that we know about this government, about the law in this country, if they want you, and I remember I spoke to a detective years ago, and they told me that they wanted a certain person, they won't stop till they get them. Like they don't play the let bygones be bygones. They're going to get you on any at every which way they can,
Guess what?
and they're relentless.
He ain't have Johnny Cochran no more to rely on.
No, he didn't. I don't even think Cochran could have got him out of that one because they had all the evidence and they had 2 plea deals against them.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, Cochran, was a pretty nifty lawyer. And then that Shapiro guy, he don't give 2 fucks about nobody but his damn stuff. So of course he was taking that shit on. So hey, they knew Johnny Cochran dead too. Oh yeah, we gonna get his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like all this is just with this OJ thing. I just look at it like, man, look how they doing you, man. They gonna put this on TV. They gonna do all this. I got this gut feeling they probably gonna deny his ass parole. Just the same way the not guilty shit worked out. You know what I'm saying, for him. And they seen all them black people rejoicing and happy because he wasn't convicted of murder because people still love the black people still love OJ the juice. That's what they seen him as. But they didn't know how corny he really is in real life. But now it's like, hey, all right, they rejoiced when you got off. Now they finna watch your ass suffer too on TV because I ain't never heard no shit like this to where they gonna publicly put your trial on fucking TV, and it's nothing really major. There's nothing major about this fucking case, and they putting this shit on TV for people to see.
I mean, honestly, bro, it's still going to be must see TV because they remember back in '95 when they 94, 95. I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but I mean, shoot, you remember back when the finals was on and they cut into that Knick game and showed the high speed chase, and I actually remember talking to my mom just about what was going on during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of like hostility, at least from a racial perspective. Like white people were disgusted; they hated it. No, you're not gonna. It was damn near as rough as some of them were with the Casey Anthony, but I don't even think the Casey Anthony could touch this. Like they really wanted it. Like it wasn't about OJ Simpson, Nicole Brown, and damn, I forgot the other nigga name. Ron Goldman. Yeah. It wasn't about them. It was about this big football nigger with his nigger cap.
Yeah. Yep.
Versus our sweet white prince and princess. That's what it was all about. Like it had nothing, and it's always like that. Like I even remember a similar case, especially being someone that's from Florida. The George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin, and they kind of felt so good because they could stick it right back in our face for this shit. And every time they get off on something like that, it's almost like, yeah, well, y'all got us with OJ, but we're going to continue to stick it with you. And it's just funny that we live in a nation that's like that. Like, you have a lot of people that don't give a fuck what's right or wrong. They care about
all lives matter.
Yeah, all lives matter except black
lives
people.
Matter here.
Except nigger caps.
Nigger caps. And put that in all caps too when we do the label for this one, nigger caps. But honestly, man, I feel like this is just all revenge, man. Like this trial he got coming up, which he's gonna get denied for. I got this gut feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not always right. You know what I'm saying? But damn, it just feels like all this is just that sweet revenge. It ain't revenge that they gonna let this man walk up out that jail cell and die in his house. They want that man to die in that goddamn jail cell.
Mm-hmm. And I think they probably have a little bit more sympathy of him for him, but of course he ain't really been paying on the money that he owed from that civil suit either. So,
I mean, how can he? Yeah.
I know,
but you make $1 a day in prison, shit.
Yeah, but he still get the NFL pension though too. I did read that.
Yeah, I wouldn't
say that. Come home with like I think like five. I forget what it is. It's like 2 to 5 million. He still gets that NFL pension check, and it's just been chilling.
Hey man, if I was him, I wouldn't pay it either. I mean, if you was not now if you was basically acquitted of them charges, why in the hell am I paying somebody some money for some shit that I was proven not guilty for? I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
paying you shit. Like you want,
it didn't make sense.
I rather sit my black ass in the cell and make sure all my dollars go to my kids before I give some money up for some shit I didn't do.
You're right about that.
I
And
rather sit my nigga cap ass in the goddamn cell with my wave cap on, my nigga wave cap,
my nigga wave.
black. I got the black color, this one.
Yeah, I ain't got
But
the brown to match my skin. I'm wearing the black knicker cap.
I rather sit inside of a jail cell before I pay up on something I ain't do. Like that shit just don't make not a damn bit of sense to me to be paying on something if I didn't commit the crime. I'm not giving you millions of dollars just because you're upset about something that I was accused of that I didn't do.
Well, now, see, on the flip side, though, I think the Philando Castile deal, they're going to get a civil suit and they'll be paid by the city. So, I mean, and I don't feel bad for them getting their money either.
Now, hold on now. I'm finna be biased as fuck.
Yeah, you are.
I'm finna be super biased, and I don't give a fuck who it is. They deserve to be paid. We seen what happened.
It ain't no doubt in my mind. We seen what happened.
This ain't no speculation. This ain't no imitation. I don't care what taste you come up with. That was real. Made it so bad. They need to get that little girl that sat in that motherfucking back seat. Her cars need to be paid for. She better be living tax free. This girl better have a fucking mansion when she get old. She better not pay for a goddamn thing, because that cop could have shot that little girl in that back seat. And he ain't give not two fucks. And it don't seem like none police officer even cared that little girl's in that back seat.
Nah, they didn't.
That's how much Black Lives Matter.
And that's also how much
they'll shoot somebody with a goddamn little kid in the car.
Like I said, all lives matter except black. But what I wanted to do now, man, I want to go ahead and just wrap things up. So, ladies, wrap it up then. Ladies, don't get your nigger caps from Walmart. The boycott is real. I'm Adolphus Savage. Of course, you can catch me in a cherry at 150. Proper glizzy, whatever he said. But I'm Adolphus Savage on most major networks without the E on the Facebook. You can also catch me at a.savagePhoto on Instagram and on Facebook, and I will be out.
Wow. We just two broke niggas in the Pinto hustling for that rent, though. And y'all just kind of catch up with me on this Instagram thing. I kind of use that more than anything. Classic CLASSICK 904. I'm the Do-Rag Don, Skeet Mills. I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me on there. I got Twitter, but I don't understand it that well. I'm kind of washed, so y'all got to kind of help me out with that. I forgot what my Twitter name is, but whatever. And then also I'm on Facebook, Ron Howard II. So y'all can hit me up on the social sites if y'all wanted to chat. Yeah, get your nigga caps from somewhere else. Holla at your boy. Yeah, bye.
All right, yeah.